it is the last day of the year. And with that, that concludes our 2023 K-drama season, guys. Everyone give a round of applause. Thank you. But today we're going to be ranking all of 2023's K-dramas that we've seen on Netflix, looking at the good, the bad, the ugly, the not so ugly, the questionable, the girl, why do we revisit this? And let's see, did the K-dramas of 2023 come, see, and conquer? I don't know about that first one. That was a little weird, right? My name's Bree, spelled with an E, and for today's video, we are revisiting one of my favorite videos I've made on my channel, probably thus far, which was a tier ranking video. I've only ever done one of these. I've been making lots and lots of reaction videos in the latter half of this year. We started with watching the Korean ballerina movie. We switched to Duna. We started looking at Girl from Nowhere Season 2, which I have not watched and completed yet. And lastly, we're ending the year with Singles Inferno Season 3. So if you want to check out any of that content, any of my reaction videos to any of those shows I listed, I have several playlists dedicated to each of those shows, so go ahead and peruse about, go shop and pick which videos you want to watch. A couple things I need you to do is give this video a big thumbs up. As you know, it helps me out so much. Also, check to make sure that you are subscribed. It is a quick and easy click of a button. And lastly, more for your sake than my sake, make sure you hit that bell notification. That's going to notify you every time I upload another video so that you don't miss out, because I mean, like, I'm bringing it, I feel like, right? Let's get into the tiers. There are a couple repeating tiers, a couple tiers I've brought back from my first ever tier ranking video because, I don't know, they just feel right, they feel good. So let's get down to explaining what we have here. First, we have Chokehold, okay? Chokehold goes without explaining, goes without saying. We bring these dramas up in our daily conversations. We've maybe even made our siblings, our mothers and fathers, our dogs, our cats rewatch this drama with us. We've maybe watched the drama like 10 times over. It will never get old in our book, so it's just never leaving our throats. Our hearts. It's never leaving our hearts. Next, and this is our first returning tier, we have Unfortunately You Ate. These are the K-dramas. We've kind of seen it before. We've seen this exact plot before, just, you know, copy paste. But unfortunately it ate. Like, these are the K-dramas, no matter how many times you revisit this said plot, like, it's just always gonna eat. Maybe it's the plot, maybe it's the characters, maybe it's the chemistry between the characters, or what have you. It's just always gonna eat. And next we have Where Have You Been? In my best Rihanna voice. These are the K-dramas that, frankly, the K-drama producers have been withholding from us for a very long time. I just feel like, because why did you not give this to us sooner? This is like the fresh concepts. This is serving. So where have you been? And next we have, for our second and our last returning tier, The Tea is Cold. Okay, this is similar to Unfortunately You Ate, where we've seen it all before. We've heard this plot before. We've seen it before, right? And it's getting old. However, it's not eating. The tea is no longer hot. It's like it was lukewarm in 2020 and now it's 2023 and it's cold, babe. Give us something new. Brew another tea. And lastly, for our last tier, we have Message Not Deliver. See what I did there? Deliver. Because it never got delivered. The point of the show, we did not receive. Maybe some things got lost in translation between the production and the editing, but this show really did not leave any sort of impact. Oh, forgot. There's a little sprinkle. There's a little twist to today's ranking. And don't laugh when I tell you, girl. Don't laugh, because I know you have not either. I've not seen all of these shows on my list. I know, the hypocrisy. How are you gonna rank shows you've never seen before? For the K-dramas that I have not seen, we'll be taking a look at the concept of the show, the plot, like the characters. Was there great chemistry? Was there not chemistry at all? How did it perform on the Netflix platform? Was it in the top 10 for like 2 months, a month, a week, a day? Is it in the conversation of worst K-dramas of the year or best K-dramas of the year? So that's where we're gonna go off for the K-dramas I've not seen, I've not watched. Girl, I'm sorry, I can't watch everything on the list. It's 25. With that being said, let's get into the ranking. All right, first up, we have The Glory Part 2. Okay, so The Glory officially came out in, I believe, like December of 2022, like the literal last month of 2022, but Part 2 started off in January. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a part of our 2023 collection. And boy, we're starting off with a heavy hitter. We're starting off with a heavy hitter because The Glory Part 2 literally has a chokehold on me. Let's just go ahead and place it now. Thank you. As I was doing my research for like where this was on many people's rankings, you know, The Glory Part 2 came up in a lot of people's top 5s. I'm just gonna say it. It came up in my top 1. I said it. It's my #1 K-drama of the year. I literally started my obsession off with these revenge plot dramas when The Penthouse came out. If you know how The Penthouse ended though, I wasn't satisfied with that ending. So The Glory Part 2 literally satisfied everything that The Penthouse could not for me. Like, it literally just ate, it served, it gave us what a revenge plot needed to give, okay, period. And like, the cast was like literally top tier. All of them were amazing. Their chemistry together was amazing. They really sold it to us that they hated each other. Like, and I just love that. I love a world full of hate. But next we have King the Land, all right? And this one may be a little bit controversial, I'm not gonna lie, okay? So I watched King the Land like halfway through. The chemistry between the two lead actors was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like the kissing was giving, like it was a good kiss. But like, in terms of like the plot as well, and then like, it just like landing on a flat ending, I heard like there was a lot of like mixed reviews in terms of like if people really loved the ending or if they hated it. And when there's like no in between, I feel like that's how you know. That's how you know at least. I'm gonna put King the Land and the tea is cold, and let me explain why. I do know that this is like honestly kind of like a lot of people's favorite K-drama of the year. For some reason this came up in a lot of people's top 5s too, and I just could not fathom that. I did not understand how King the Land was in the same top 5 as The Glory. Like, are we being serious? Like, this to me wasn't even like the best romance K-drama of the year. I don't know why. It was not in my top 5 at all. It probably wouldn't even be in my top 10 if I'm being honest. This is another K-drama where there's like a struggle for power in terms of like within the family. Like, there's like a wealth struggle basically for one person to control like the family business over another person. Basically, that's pretty much the premise of the show, plus the little sprinkle of romance. And for some reason I just got bored with the show. I feel like we've seen so many K-dramas before, so many, like we have seen with the revenge plots, but like The Glory just obviously ate on levels we can't even explain. But with these kind of like power struggle dramas, there's like a repeat formula, and I feel like it just copied and pasted. I'm sorry, like the chemistry between the characters was also amazing as well, but there's a difference between a great K-drama and then just great actors with great chemistry, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean the show is gonna be top tier. You know, maybe this is like a little controversial, I don't know, this is just my opinion on the show. King the Land did not really eat as much as maybe y'all were saying. For all those keyboard warriors out there, save your paragraphs, limit them to sentences. Maybe I'll read them. I'll read the hate sentences, not the hate paragraphs. But next, we're going to take a look at Dr. Cha. And if you don't know me, I love a good medical drama. We're going to rank Dr. Cha and Where Have You Been, okay? And the reason I put it in Where Have You Been is because personally I've never seen a medical K-drama before, and like the concept was just like eating. It was giving, I don't want to be one of those people, but like women empowerment. Like, this woman literally had a baby with a man she shouldn't have been with in the first place, you know, an ungrateful man, an ungrateful doctor man. You know, he was supplying that bank for her, but was he giving pleasure? No, ma'am. They literally slept in different rooms, and he was cheating on her. Sorry if I'm spoiling this for everybody. I think we've all seen these, right? But back to the reason for this video. She left the work field after starting a family with her messy man, and several years later, maybe decades later, I think, after all her kids are like off to school or like on their path to school and about to leave the nest per se, she is like, you know, itching to get back into her career. You know, she misses it, and so she goes to become a doctor again, and she's just living her life, you know, middle-aged woman pursuing her dreams. And I loved that for her. So I was completely enamored when this show came out. I loved it so much. Like, where have you been, girly? Like, let's keep the medical K-dramas coming. I don't see enough of them. Right, next we have, in no particular order again, Strong Girl Namsoon. All right, so this was a K-drama I was actually set to react to in my channel. Womp womp womp, I did not. Newsflash. I did go ahead and start watching it. This is another K-drama that I did not finish. I watched halfway through. It was like literally just on me. It was literally on me. This was like a K-drama though that a lot of people were talking about. Like it was in top 10 for like months and months and months, I feel like. Even with new arrivals, it was still sitting pretty in that top 10, okay girly? That's all I know. But for what I did watch, it was a really good, fun K-drama. It was giving girl power. Like it was just such a cute one. And so we're gonna be playing this one in chokehold. I just feel like it was like one of those up there in the K-dramas of 2023. I feel like a lot of people were messing with this drama. They were talking about what was going on between old girl and like the villain and how they should have been like the two mooching on each other at the end, basically. So it's in chokehold. I think that's fitting. All right, the next K-drama we have is called Mask Girl. Now with Mask Girl, let's first go ahead and rank it. I'm gonna put this in, and this is like a really weird one, but I'm gonna put it in message not delivered. I don't know, something about Mask Girl. I was like really excited for it when I first saw that it was coming out. When I read the description of the entire drama, I watched episode 1. It was okay, it was all right. I watched episode 2. It was just not the drama for me. Maybe that was it. Message not delivered was not like drama of the year for me. Honestly, it just missed the mark. It was like I had expectations of it being like, I don't know, something that other than what it was. And while I also did not finish this drama, it was for good reason. Like this was a drama I like stopped watching because it just like, in my opinion, just like kept getting worse. It was though sitting in my top 10, I feel like, for its first week, but I didn't like hear of it or see of it after, and that is kind of telling, you know. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people didn't like the ending. Also, I heard there was a lot of controversy surrounding the ending, like maybe the lead girl deserved better. I didn't particularly finish this one, so I wouldn't know, but like, you know, I just feel like there was some things lost in translation. All right, and next we have Crash Course in Romance. And guys, there are some caveats to this one. There are some qualities to the show that like I didn't like. But let's explain what I did love and why it has a chokehold on me. First of all, I don't know what it is about me, but I just love a good seasoned couple in a K-drama. Like they're nearing their, I don't know, I don't want to be insulting, they're like in their 40s, nearing possibly their 50s. Like they're up there in age, and like I just love like the maturity that they bring to the K-drama. It's not like these other K-dramas where they're like based in high school, based in like a university or something, even though Duna, steamy. I love a good 2 seasoned leads in a K-drama. They've been around in the industry for forever, and like it was amazing. Honestly, it was amazing. I loved the chemistry between the two, and the only like thing to this show basically that like could bunk it down a couple levels, maybe to the pits of hell, was that little murder mystery at the end, towards the end. It was random, you know. K-dramas like that, when it's just like solely based on like kind of romance a little bit, you know, they gotta put some other things in there. Unfortunately, we went the murder route. We always go to murder route. Like there's always a murder route, but like, you know, it was great still. Aside from that, and I'm happy that took place towards the end, the very end of the K-drama, it was a chokehold period, and I don't care what anyone else says. But next up we have Love to Hate You. All right, this was a K-drama that I actually have not watched at all. Y'all, this is getting a little bit ridiculous, right? There are a lot more on the list that I've watched. I'm so sorry. I just have put all the ones I pretty much have like started and not finished, or like never touched in my life in the front, and I don't know why I did that. But Love to Hate You is another K-drama I have not watched, unfortunately. So we're gonna be ranking the concept. We're gonna be looking at how well it performed on Netflix and where it fell in many of you guys' lists for top 10, top 5 K-dramas of the year. So right off the bat, automatically Love to Hate You. What does that imply? What does that imply, guys? Say it with me. Enemies to lovers trope, okay? And so like this is probably kind of the reason why I wasn't super enthralled and like wanting to click on this drama per se. However, this K-drama was really, really popular. I feel like it was in like K-drama, it was in like top 10 for like a good while. Like I kept seeing it in there. It was like psyching me out, maybe thinking like maybe I do need to watch this because all of these other people are like watching this and loving this K-drama. Maybe I need to watch it. Maybe it's about time. But I do remember it being in like Netflix's top 10 for a hot minute, so it was really tempting to click on it. But however, I was just like not in the right like moment in my life to be watching another enemies to lovers trope, honestly. Granted, Crash Course in Romance kind of was an enemies to lovers. It really kind of was, but that was another time period in my life, okay? I wasn't ready to watch this one per se. So we're gonna put it in The Tea is Cold. It's purely based on its concept, guys. Like, I don't want to be a hater, and I don't want to be like a hypocrite, because honestly there are kind of a few on this list that are like enemies to lovers. However, like, aside from that being the main trope within the show, the plot accompanied by that trope was still like what sent it over. It was like what sent it over pretty much. And so with this plot line, also with the enemies to lover trope, it was just giving copy paste, in my opinion. So The Tea is Cold, that's honestly why I did not click on it to watch it, even though it was in my top 10 for a while and it was very tempting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it was not my type of show, and that's okay to admit, right? That's okay. Next we have Queenmaker. Queenmaker honestly was a very, very good drama. Queenmaker, though it was yet another political K-drama, it was still a banger. I heard a lot of people binge watch this like in a day. It was insane. It just had a lot of good reviews coming out very, very early on, and so for that reason, I'm gonna put it in chokehold, okay? It didn't particularly have a chokehold on me per se, but we are going off the K-drama community pretty much, and this was a K-drama I remember a lot of people making some noise for. Like, it was pretty good, a lot of people loved it, and it was just fun, fresh, and entertaining. As always, we love that. Next, we have Celebrity. Celebrity, honestly, girly, I loved what it was serving, what it was selling to me. However, I did not like what it delivered to me. So we're gonna put it in message not delivered. Okay, this was another drama I did not finish. When it first came out, immediately clicked on the first episode, then immediately clicked off. Okay, honestly, if your first episode isn't enticing in the first 5 minutes, if it's not enticing in the first 30 minutes, I mean, like, it needs to be entertaining from the get-go. First episode did not eat for me. I'm sorry, I like literally hopped on, hopped off, like hot potato. We were like, I was like, who wants it now? Because I don't want it. I don't want this. And the show may have been like, okay, like the rest of the way out, but also it just did not make a lot of noise. I didn't hear a lot of noise surrounding this K-drama Celebrity. It was very like in 1 week, out the other. Like, I didn't hear a lot about this K-drama. It did not fall in many people's top 5s or even top 10s. It didn't even make honorable mentions. So I feel like this is okay. This is an okay spot for it to land. And y'all are probably like, girl, you're probably ranking these low, or you're not giving these ones you haven't watched a good ranking because you haven't watched them, because you didn't finish them and you didn't see them all the way through. And so with that being said, if you're not getting the results you want from this video, click off. Click off. Miss ya. Love ya. Alright, next. Alright, Behind Your Touch. Behind Your Touch, we are gonna put it in. Where have you been? I feel like I've never seen a K-drama with this premise before. I love anything to do with crime. Love a good drama that's like crime based. We have to figure out who's doing the killing, and like you put that little extra twist on it that the girl has like powers or something, period. Like, I don't know, I just loved it. It was very fresh, it was very fun, and it was just a great watch. It wasn't like you ate worthy, but it was like, where have you been, girly? Like, this was fun, this was cute, let's revisit it, but not too much. Let's not play it out. Next, we have Agency. All right, I had pretty high hopes for Agency, honestly, and we're starting off kind of on a bad note, so let's go ahead and rank it. Agency. The Tea is Cold. Alright, so this was another kind of K-drama based on like the struggle for power a little bit within her agency, giving very much sabotage. It's giving winner comes out on top, basically. I could not get through honestly the first 2 episodes, and when like I feel like I'm like having to like force myself to watch it to start enjoying it and for it to start hooking me, then I feel like, okay, maybe the mark was missed. This also could kind of be shared in message not delivered category, but the reason it's not in message not delivered and it's in the tea is cold is because I've seen many K-dramas like this before, where there's like some struggle for power, like some struggle to like get more authority or like more, I don't know, leadership within an agency or company, and it just copy paste repeats every little aspect, every little detail of the K-dramas. It's like it's preceded before, or that K-dramas that have preceded it. So it just felt like it was like meant to be released in 2016. It wasn't it. We'll say that. Alright, you guys, and for this next one, we have Destined with You. Now, Destined with You was actually very popular on Netflix. I saw it was in my top 10, or Netflix's top 10, for a good minute. It was there for a good minute, but however, with Destined with You, I'm not a fan of like enchanted dramas where there's like a centuries old curse that seemingly one person could break, and you know it's always the female lead who has like the special key to like breaking the curse or whatever. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in not the tea is cold, because it's not like I've seen so many of those. It's just personally it didn't resonate with me. So I'm gonna put it in message not delivered. Next we have A Time Called You. Now, A Time Called You is actually really a nice, cute drama. Honestly, cute is a little bit overkill, because there was like a little darker plot to it and like serving a murder. The only qualm I have with the show is the fact that it was like a drama that like goes back in time. I'm not necessarily a fan of those, like with 2521, I think that's what it was called. I didn't like that drama, specifically because it was like a show where they went back in time, and I'm just not a fan of like shows based back in, I don't know, it was like 1990s, like late 1990s is where it went back to, but still, I don't like those types of dramas. I like modern day. I don't really necessarily like ancient times, or like, I'm not saying the 90s are ancient, but like ancient times or like time periods that we're not currently in. That's how I feel. But I will say, unfortunately, it did eat like the plot line, aside from it like going back in time. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty chill, and it was interesting. It was very interesting. I will give it that. Also, it was like really kind of like pull on your heartstrings kind of drama. Her ex-lover died. So that's like really sad and like not fun and fresh. And continuing on, actually, the Unfortunately You 8 train, this is where we're gonna place divorce attorney Shin. Unfortunately You 8. Let me explain. If you don't know me, I love a good kind of like law drama. Like, I really loved, what was this name? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of the drama. I'll probably insert a picture of the drama I'm talking about on the screen now. Love that drama. Love everything to do with like law and like court dramas, things like that. And then like this one particularly was talking about like divorce. The only caveat to this one, and the reason why it's an Unfortunately You 8, is because I feel like we've seen this plot line so many times, not necessarily of like a divorce attorney, but like more so like a person who's just like been done wrong in the past, or like has experienced a personal tragedy that's kind of like fueled their passion for something. Not saying like that's like not a good plot. That's a good plot. It's a great plot, actually. But we've seen it like so many times before that I was kind of hoping for like a little bit something fresher, a little bit something new. But like still, of course, it always eats, I feel like, so I shouldn't even really be complaining about it, honestly. I just feel like that small portion of the plot was like, seen it, heard it before, but it still works. It still ate, so no complaints here. It was actually a really enjoyable drama. Next, we have a drama called The Matchmakers or Matchmakers. It was on Netflix. For this one, okay, like I said about 2521, do not like K-dramas based in like an older time period, and so unfortunately this one I did not like. And it was also kind of based on like royal bloodline. Like there was like a thing about him supposed to be marrying a princess, and I've never been a fan of like really any royal TV shows or movies, even American TV shows, movies. I think it's like the most corniest, cheesiest thing ever. I just do not like those types of dramas, and so for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it in message not delivered. And that's just where I stand with it. I'm not like really basing it off of if the show is really good or not. So I feel like I'm sucking at these explanations, but we're still moving. We got 10 shows left to rank. But next, we have one of my personal favorites of this year. We have The Good, Bad Mother. Definitely. We're gonna place it in Where Have You Been? I almost was tempted to put it in Joe Gold. It's not quite like that type of level yet, but I feel like it's definitely in Where Have You Been? And I'm realizing now that Unfortunately You Wait and Where Have You Been should be flip-flop. That should be the second best tier, and Unfortunately You Wait should be the third best tier. That just kind of was getting on my nerves. I needed to point that out just now. I wanted to place The Good Bad Mother in Where Have You Been because it was such like a feel-good drama. It was very kind of like upbeat and inspirational. I really enjoyed like the whole plot of it all, and it was just very refreshing to see. I do not think I've ever seen a drama like that. One drama that comes to mind, maybe with like a guy kind of like resorting to like kind of like a childlike infant kind of mind. So I really like dramas where there's like characters like that, and it was just also like I said, a really good plot line. It was just so feel good, so touchy, so heartfelt. Loved it so much, and I just have never, well, I don't want to say I've never, but I want to see more dramas like that. And yeah, I just really liked it. Next, we have See You in My 19th Life. And while this has like a really good cast list, love the cast in it, I just do not enjoy these types of premises in like plots and TV shows. I feel like a lot of the shows I'm really just basing it off of like concepts they are exploring, different plot lines, and I just feel like a lot of them are missing the mark early on or like right off the bat because they are just not my type of show, and that's okay. So really, I feel like a lot of these are based on like my own personal preference in terms of like what I like watching and what I'm most drawn to, and just a lot of these that have come out, I guess, really weren't my taste, and maybe that's why this season for K-dramas was not my season, and that's okay to admit, right? See, in My 19th Life, like I said, I didn't really enjoy like the premise, or like I did not like the whole thing of it all. I'm not a fan of like dramas that keep like exploring like past lives and things like that. That's not my whole type of stitch. Don't really like it that much. So we're gonna put it in maybe just like message not delivered. I feel like this is quickly becoming the category for like shows that like miss the mark in terms of my criteria and my criterion about like, I don't know, plot line. Was it entertaining all the way through? And so for this one, it was really just the plot line. Like I didn't enjoy it was the concept of the show, not the plot line. The concept of the show that I really didn't enjoy. Just was kind of a snooze. In my opinion, is that super bad to admit? I'm so sorry. But next we have, oh my gosh, this is probably actually one of the best, if not the best, one of the best K-dramas of the year, hands down, and we have Moving, everyone. This I feel like it was in top 1 for IMDb for top K-dramas of the year. I feel like it placed 1 or was like top 3, top 5 at like the max for like how low we're gonna put it, but they ranked it really high. This is another drama I heard a lot of love, got a lot of praise. I personally did not watch this one, so I am showing you I'm not being incredibly biased. I did not watch Moving. I need to. I don't know why I haven't. It's definitely my type of drama, but like I heard such good things about Moving. Actually, you know, after this very video, I will make it a personal promise to myself to watch Moving, because I feel like I'm missing out on like the movie, like, or the drama of the year. I just feel like I'm missing out and I need to be a part of it. Next we have Daily Dose of Sunshine. And Daily Dose of Sunshine, I quickly want to put this in Where Have You Been? Okay, when I first heard about Daily Dose of Sunshine and the concept, I read the plot line, I was like, girl, what? We're touching on mental health and Korea? Loved that completely. So I was like, definitely my type of drama. Very heartfelt, very emotional. I love shows like this. Daily Dose of Sunshine, I believe it's actually still streaming. I've yet to start watching it, but hands down, automatically, the concept, girl, the concept, amazing. I don't think I've ever seen it done before. Really heartfelt and just like mental health. Yes, we need eyes on that. Thank you. Next, we have a show called Bloodhounds, and while immediately the male lineup of the show was like divine, like heavenly, like oh my gosh, like okay, I'm gonna stop, but like you get the gist. Very, very hard eyes. I don't like here we go. I don't like K-dramas. I don't like action K-dramas where like there's the only premise of the show is like there's like corrupt business or something, or like there's like a loan shark per se in this one. I watched it, but I do have to say the tea is cold. Can we say that? Can we place it there already? Can we do that? Let's do that. Is another one of those shows where like there's a loan shark basically who's like preying on like the financially desperate, these two young boxers, and so they're like banding together to like take down the loan shark. And it's just like kind of heard it, seen it all before, you know. My Demon is one that has been really popular lately. It actually just dropped very, very recently in December, in the very last month of 2023, so it's yet to like completely finish out, but already it's making a lot of noise. I do have one unpopular opinion though. I am actually not really ever a type of fan of these types of dramas, and let me figure out the best way to explain it. I don't really like dramas that like have to do with like, I don't know, I don't want to say demonic stuff or like things to do with like the devil. I mean, it literally is called My Demon. I'm not like a fan of like dark dramas in that sense, and like or literally like going to hell, you know what I'm saying, to the underworld. Not my type of fun. Not that it's like scary or anything, or like I can't stomach it at all. I don't know, it's not my tea. So I think I'll put it in unfortunately you ate, because it's not my type of show, and a lot of people are wanting me to react to it on my channel. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. This is probably your chance in the comments below if you want to persuade me as to why I should be watching My Demon. Why? What is so great about this show, guys? I know a lot of people though are like really into it right now. It's like in top 10 right now and on Netflix. It's really doing well, and it's yet to finish. So yeah, but next, and we've got 3 more remaining. Castaway Diva. Alright, Castaway Diva was a drama I was extremely excited about. I love a good drama where we are like focused in on like kind of like the idol life a little bit, kind of like the girl who like missed out on her chance and like has to redeem herself and prove her talent. But this one had like an extra spicy twist to it. The first episode, let me just say, one of the most well executed first episodes I've ever seen. Set the show up so beautifully, only for it to ruin it. I think episode by episode we got further and further away from the original plot that I was confused, girl. I was like, I don't even care at this point who she was looking for from her childhood. I forget the guy's name who she was like connected to in her childhood, but at a certain point I was just like, I don't even care anymore. I'm done. Like it was getting so far away from the original plot. It really disappointed me. It deeply disappointed me, because I really wanted to like this one. Let me rank it while I'm talking. Message not delivered. I really had such high hopes for it. It was like the most beautiful first episode ever, and then it just ruined it for me. I don't know, it did not live up to its name. It did not live up to its hype, unfortunately. It was one of those weird dramas where it was like limited. It was a limited series basically, so it's not even going to be on Netflix for like super long anyway, but like they just had such an opportunity and missed the mark, in my opinion. If there's anyone else that feels differently, share your thoughts. Like, did you like Castaway Diva? Did you actually see it all the way through? All right, we got 2 left, and these last 2, honestly, are up there for me. We're just gonna say it. The first of the two is Welcome to Samdalri. Now, if you don't know, I love a good drama that's based on a seaside village, a small seaside village. Say we're in Jeju. I was gonna list out islands like I know the islands in Korea, but like any seaside village drama, aka Summer Strike, aka a Hometown Cha-Cha, any type of drama like that, it's just like my comfort drama. For some reason, it always ends up being, I love the dynamics of like a small village, a small seaside village, where all the characters have just lived on this seaside village their entire life. They don't live on the mainland in South Korea. They're not, the drama, it just has so many more like, I don't know, wholesome components to it when it's not based in like Seoul, Korea, or like any other like city in Korea where it's just like, I don't know. I just really like the calmness and like the quietness of a seaside village drama. So we're gonna put Welcome to Samdalri in, I don't want to say where, I don't want to say in choke. Okay, actually I actually do want to put it in chokehold. I was gonna put it in Where Have You Been, but like I have seen a lot of like seaside village dramas. I want to see more of them for sure, but I would definitely actually put it in chokehold because they just have a way with me. Every single seaside village drama I've literally loved. Summer Strike, loved. Hometown Cha-Cha, loved. We'll worship that drama to the end of time. We'll rewatch that drama to the end of time. And Welcome to Samdalri is literally no different. Love everything about it. But lastly, but not least, we have, I think, the drama that really caused a stir this year, particularly because the on-screen chemistry between these two, they really served in their roles, and I reacted to this series on my channel. We have none other than Duna. If you don't know, I really love Suzy as a singer, as an actress. Really loved her, and then I was so pleasantly surprised by the male lead in this drama. You would think I would know his name. You would think, right? I reacted to this series, love this series. You would think I know his name. Unfortunately, I don't, but we know his character name, Wonjun. Wonjun, loved his character, his role in the show, and their on-screen chemistry, on-screen romance, literally hands down the best I've seen in any romance drama this year. Probably, can I say this? Probably the best romance drama I've seen this year. Can we say that, guys? Can I say that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your reasons why you disagree? And if you agree, period, because I agree with you. Duna, choke, hold, again and again, and time over and time over. Love that drama. Love everything that it gave us. The kisses. Do I need to say more about kisses? Okay, period. Literally, any other K-drama actor or actress needs to take notes on those very steamy kissing scenes. Okay, literally take notes. No more wide-eyed kiss scenes. No more weird, awkward, the lips ain't moving. Girl, them lips was moving. Okay, honey, the tongue was out. Literally, girl, the kisses unmatched, literally unmatched. Name a better kiss scene. Name a better kiss scene that was not in Duna. Literally, it's challenging, right? It's challenging.